Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed with my effort as my first pitch, but I was nervous, man. It's out of my comfort zone. I'm more than happy to hit a golf ball and do whatever I need to do with it in front of millions of people, but throwing a first pitch with no warm ups isn't exactly my top of my favorite things to do with in confidence. But it was fun. There's one thing I wasn't going to do is throw it in the dirt, so I made sure to not do that. Yeah, it's like anything. It's going to be different. It's going to be interesting. It's going to take some time getting used to. I'm obviously pretty content with the way it is right now, but I don't know how it would have panned out last year if I would have still won or not. But I mean, at the end of the day, you still have to play great golf to win a FedEx Cup, whether it's the format it is now or the format that it may possibly be or that it will be. So yeah, I'm more worried about playing this week here, and then I think once we get there in the following years, we'll be able to kind of dissect it a little bit more. Yeah, I grew up a massive Red Sox fan, a lot more so than I am now. I mean, I still like them, but growing up in Louisville, we don't have any professional sports teams, so my fan bases are kind of all over the place. And my uncle Bill, he grew up in the Boston area, and he basically refused to get me any sort of gift for a birthday or Christmas unless it was related to the Red Sox. So I mean, I had more jersey T-shirts growing up, and hats and blankets, and I mean, I had Red Sox stuff everywhere. And I mean, he took me to a game at Fenway when I was probably 12. Took me to a Yankees Red Sox game at Yankee Stadium. I mean, when it was Nomar and Manny and Johnny Damon was still in the Red Sox. So it's like I mean, I was so young, but still, I was always a huge fan. And David Ortiz was just someone that I really liked. He was always really clutch. He was a great person. He did a lot outside of just the game of baseball, and yeah. So I just have because of it is kind of funny because of him is the reason I have 34 on my social media. But yeah, this year I would say the entire team seems to be doing pretty well. I mean, it was kind of I don't follow the team near as closely as I used to, but I mean Mookie's had a pretty phenomenal season. I mean, between him and I think JD. Their batting averages are in the top couple in the whole league. So it's they keep doing what they're doing. I think they're in pretty good shape. It means a lot. I myself and the rest of golf are very thankful. I mean, we probably can't even put into words or understand how much he has done for the game. And I think it gets a little misconstrued sometimes how. We in no way will ever have any disrespect towards someone like him or Phil or whoever the greats are for the game that have helped the game get to where it is now. Just because he is who he is doesn't mean I don't want to beat him. And same with the rest of the guys. But it's I mean, they're the reason we're playing for the money that we're playing for now, the sponsors that we have now. And to have someone like him back after everything he's gone through, after all the injuries, the surgeries, not knowing if he's going to be, all of us not knowing, and him not knowing if he's going to be able to play, or not only play, but compete again. And now to come out and compete and play pain-free the entire year, basically play a full season, full schedule. It's pretty cool. But, after getting to know him a little bit, I know he wants a lot more than what he's just done this year. And, he wants to knock off some more wins and definitely some more majors. I think the good thing or the great part about this golf course is it's not like it's anything tricky. It's not like you have a lot of risk reward chances. It's really just in front of you, and it's like a hit the fairway. You have a short iron in the green. Greens are usually relatively soft, depending on the weather we get the rest of the week. If we don't get any rain come Saturday, Sunday, it could, as fast as these greens are right now, this place could get firm and fast, which definitely is going to, up the scores a little bit, and it won't be quite as deep, but they're soft right now. They're just absolutely perfect. I mean, the greens are so good to where you can just kind of make it from anywhere. So if you have control of your ball, leaving it in the right places around the greens, it's, I mean, you can really get it going out here, especially on that front nine. The back nine has some holes that you have to be a little bit more cautious, and you have to execute a little bit more so than the front. But really, the whole golf course is very well designed, and it's fun to play. No, I think I played all the sports, kind of your stereotypical little kid plays. You know, I played soccer, I played indoor soccer, I played t-ball, I played basketball through middle school. I really liked basketball. I wasn't that good. I wasn't a good shooter, but I was a good ball handler and a good passer. But I mean, it's hard to be good at basketball when you can't shoot very well. So that career ended pretty quickly. But no, there was nothing that I was ever felt that I could play at a professional level other than golf. I didn't play any of them late enough. And like I said, I'm not very fast and wasn't good shooting, so basketball didn't have a very long career in that. I liked it last year. I thought it was perfectly fine. It's fine now. I mean, that bunker just didn't need to be there. It was. Now that it's over with, I think we can all agree it was a pretty bad hole before. I mean, when when I had to take it up a different fairway 4 straight days, I think that kind of, and not just myself, other guys did it too. But it's just, if the hole last year would have been 30 yards longer and just been a par 5, because it's a very, very small green, it's kind of a par 5-like green, then it would have been a little bit more reasonable, because if you hit in the bunker, then you have to lay up. But as a par 4, when you hit it in a bunker, 520 yards, you hit it in a bunker, and then you have to hit a sand wedge out and then hit 6-iron in. That just doesn't really make sense. So, I think they're tweaking it and getting it there, but it's definitely a lot better hole this year than it was last year. It's tough. I mean, I haven't asked a lot of the guys on what they've done in terms of Ryder Cup. I mean, last year playing in the President's Cup, it is tough. I mean, I very vividly remember last year being in that Saturday afternoon with Boog and just not really having much in the tank and being pretty out of it. And but the thing about those tournaments is you have so much adrenaline and you just have so much built up and you're so excited and amped up to play that you kind of forget how you feel. Your body almost becomes numb to a sorts, if you want to say. And so I think once you get there, you kind of forget how you feel. But that being said, these playoffs are also extremely important and have a lot on the line. So we're trying to keep our bodies rested for each and every week we play. I need to do some practicing this afternoon, but I'm not going to wear myself out because I need to be fresh for this week, but also next week with a quick turnaround. You just have to really use these Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays to your advantage and use them properly to make sure that, I'm in the proper shape and come the end of the year when maybe other guys are kind of starting to do this, I'm still doing this. And, but that's the reason that I've put the work in the entire year with my trainer and my team to make sure that when we get to this time of year, we're still feeling fresh.